Hi YouTube. I am updating you from 6 weeks and 1 day on testosterone. A couple life updates. One, people watch more videos when I have my puppy in them. So here he is. Um, Update number one, we're going to visit my parents this weekend, who live in northern Georgia, right on the North Carolina border. We're gonna drive the 8 hours and change to go visit them.
With the puppy.
With Merlin. Can you see me driving down the road like, eh?
I'll hold him.
So that should be fun. Um, but my parents are really excited to see him. I don't know why. I get tired of him. He does this all night. He woke me up with this morning, and I was like, whoa, like I'm doing right now.
It's your first time seeing your parents in a while. Right?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen my parents since Christmas, which is 7 months ago. It's the first time I've seen them since I've come out, and so that's going to be interesting and fun. I think they just really miss me. My parents live really far away, so ever since I went to college, I've only been able to see them, 2, 3 times a year. Um, so this will be one of the 2 or 3, I guess. So we're excited about that, and this will be the first time that Kelsey gets to see their new house in Georgia, because they moved relatively recently. And we're just gonna relax and go hiking and do all that cool outdoorsy stuff that we never get a chance to do. And Merlin's gonna chill with my brother, so they can bond before my brother comes and visits us in August. Maybe I'll make him be in a video with me. Okay, so as far as changes on testosterone, one of the biggest changes that I always forget to mention, but I'm gonna mention right now, is I have these things called fibroadenomas. They're like fibrous growths in your breast tissue. They're not cancerous. They're pretty common, so maybe some other guys have this. But so I had these things, and they were huge. Like, I had 2 growths that were really big. One was like the size of a walnut. One was like the size of like a large shooter marble, and they made it really uncomfortable to wear a binder. Really uncomfortable to run wearing even a sports bra. And they also made me really uncomfortable um, and anxious as far as thinking about surgery, because I was like, oh, well, I was the equivalent of like a women's size 34B, like a very full B before. And my skin was very taut, very stretched out from these growths that grew very quickly. Um, I had them since right before I started college, and they just grew and grew and grew, especially when I was on birth control pills. Um, so, where was I going with this? Oh, so I was worried because I was like, well, I kind of qualify for peri, um, and I want to do peri for top surgery, but these huge growths are going to make it very complicated for me, and they're going to make the procedure, possibly rule out that procedure as an option for me. So I was worried that I would have to have a separate procedure to remove the fibroadenomas and then have my top surgery, but then I would still have scarring. But anyway, so I've been on testosterone for 6 weeks, and they're almost totally gone, which is amazing. They've literally shrunk to the point that I don't feel them at all. And I like went looking for them the other day, and I literally couldn't even feel them. So that is. Do you see this?
There's a puppy.
So that is literally a lifesaver, and it was totally unexpected. I mean, I knew that they were partially reliant on estrogen, or maybe totally reliant on estrogen for their growth. But I had no idea that they would go away, and I had no idea they would go away this quickly. So literally my chest has shrunk dramatically in size just because of the hormonal change, to a very small B, maybe even a large A, which is amazing. And I can't wait to see what happens like when my fat redistributes, because this is literally just from the shrinking fibroadenoma and perhaps from like a shrinkage of the breast tissue. It's amazing. Um, no other real changes. I lost my voice, as you could see in my last video, for a while. It was sort of like a cocoon. Like I had a voice, then I lost it, and while I was all croaky, my voice was in a cocoon. And when it came out, it was like a little bit deeper, not really. Um, it's been cracking, not that much. A lot when I sing. Um, I got a haircut. I think it looks pretty slick. And I cut all the blonde out finally, so now this is my natural hair color, gray-ish, blackish. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Sorry. I let the computer go to sleep. Anyway, I guess that's about all I have, really. Yeah, no other real changes. I just really want to make sure I got the fibroadenoma thing down, because maybe there are guys out there who have this problem and don't want to talk about it or like worried about it, but for me, they totally disappeared. So, yay. That's all I got for now. I will check in with you guys in a couple of weeks.